Ciao a tutti, sono Alexanderdario, bentrovati su GENSHIN IMPACT. Allora ragazzi, la volta scorsa siamo arrivati qui, nel teatro all'interno del Miraggio di Velurian, per l'evento estivo, e abbiamo fatto la conoscenza con il regista, con lo scrittore, sceneggiatore, che a quanto pare, facendo la nostra conoscenza, ha trovato una nuova ispirazione per un nuovo copione. E quindi, beh, dobbiamo dargli una mano a mettere in scena questa sua nuova scrittura. Prima però di proseguire con la trama, vi avevo detto qualche video fa che avevo intenzione di tentare ancora la sorte qui nel banner di Klee, prima che scada, e visto che ormai manca pochissimo, io ho un po' di Primogem da parte, quindi andiamo a vedere se sarò fortunato e riuscirò a portarmi a casa anche questa pestifera ragazzina. Quindi tiriamo subito 10 tiri e vediamo se arriva qualcosa. Ok, non ci sarà Klee, c'è solo un 4 stelle. Vediamo un po' di chi si tratta. Ok, un'altra coppia di Razor, va bene. Ah, e anche una spada che però avevo già a quanto pare. Non me la ricordo questa, ma sarebbe stato scritto che era nuova, invece non è così. Ok, non ho più abbastanza Primogen per fare 10 tiri, a meno di non volerne prendere ancora qui nel negozio, visto che mi avete detto che questa risorsa è utilizzata appunto per fare le pull. Vediamo di prenderne ancora un pochine, non vorrei esagerare. Diciamo che con 6 più le Primogem che ho già da parte dovrei riuscire ad arrivare a fare un altro tiro da 10, se ho contato bene. Quindi facciamo così ragazzi. Ok, e adesso riproviamoci. Ok, sì, confermo. Vediamo un po'. Oh ragazzi, un 5 stelle. Ora incrociamo le dita sperando che sia Klee. Klee! Ok! Molto bene, quindi questa volta sono riuscito a portarmi a casa tutte e due i 5 stelle dei banner, Hyula l'altra volta e Klee questa volta. Sono molto molto contento ragazzi, e già che siamo in vena andiamo subito a vederla la nostra Klee, perché avevo già anche preso la sua skin alternativa, perché è veramente molto molto carina e quindi non volevo farmela sfuggire. Eccola qua, la nostra maghetta. Va bene. Fatto questo, vabbè, facciamola già salire di livello, già che siamo qui, cercando di migliorare come sempre, o meglio, di massimizzare le nostre risorse. Ecco qua. Così siamo al livello 20, dovrei poterla già far ascendere senza troppe difficoltà. Perfetto. E in questo modo, avendo fatto ascendere la nostra Klee, ottengo anche un altro destino, non mi ricordo mai se sono quelli intrecciati o se sono gli altri, il nome continuo a non ricordarmelo ragazzi, però io ne avevo già 9 se ricordo bene di quelli, quindi adesso ne ho di nuovo a sufficienza per fare altri 10 tiri. Allora, intanto recuperiamo qui la ricompensa, ok? E poi, fatto questo, a questo punto, visto che dovrei averne a sufficienza, esatto, 10, facciamoci anche 10 tiri qui nel banner standard. Non credo che arriverà di nuovo un 5 stelle, esatto, sarebbe stato troppo bello ragazzi, troppa fortuna. Però, ok, una Noel, va bene, e anche un altro di questi archi 4 stelle. Ok, così possiamo potenziare anche questo. Molto molto bene ragazzi. Il video è iniziato nel miglior modo possibile e quindi vediamo di farlo proseguire sempre nel miglior modo possibile. Quindi andiamo avanti con la nostra quest. Dobbiamo salire su di qua, credo, almeno l'indicatore mi dice di andare lassù. Qui non vedo altre scale, ma seguiamo questo percorso, ragazzi. Oh, c'è qualcosa che non quadra. E infatti ho notato che c'erano delle bolle vicino a questo vaso. Possiamo interagire, vediamo un po' che succede. Ah, era un gocciolotto. Ah, E abbiamo recuperato anche un po' di mora. Va bene. Allora, continuerò a muovermi, ragazzi, tenendo però attenzione alle librerie, che non ci siano altri oggetti di questo tipo, ma ne dubito. Oh, una cassa per noi, grazie mille. E si va avanti. Apriamo la porta. Ah, e siamo nuovamente all'esterno. Ok. E dobbiamo proseguire in realtà giù di qua. L'indicatore mi sembra da tutt'altra parte, ragazzi, sapete? Punta giù di là, ma non vorrei rischiare di scendere per poi dover rifare tutta la strada. Quindi per il momento seguiamo questo percorso, che secondo me è quello giusto. Allora, tra l'altro un teletrasporto, questo ci tornerà utile nel caso dovessimo tornare da queste parti. E mi sa che è effettivamente la strada giusta, perché siamo arrivati a uno spiazzo che ci porta a questa enorme struttura all'interno dell'albero. Ok, proviamo a entrare quindi. Apriamo la porta. Oh, sì, siamo arrivati nel posto giusto. Qui abbiamo il nostro regista, Zosimos, se ricordo bene il nome. Zosimos,
Where did
sì.
it go? I put it right here.
Ok, si è perso qualcosa a quanto pare.
Hey, Zosimos! What you up to?
Oh, it's you two. Please, come here. Feast your eyes on this stage. I designed it myself.
L'ha progettato personalmente, ha un aspetto stupendo. Anche se in realtà non è che mi sia soffermato più di tanto a guardarmi intorno, quindi non posso giudicare in maniera del tutto sincera.
So, directors have to design the stage too?
Normalmente no, però evidentemente lui è un po' tuttofare, perché oltre a essere regista è anche sceneggiatore.
Oh, I'm no ordinary director. I take a more holistic approach. Directing, script writing, stage design, I do it all.
Infatti, fa tutto lui praticamente.
Sounds like a lot of work. Idyia wouldn't be able to handle that kind of job.
Idyia has her work cut out for her too, you know. She's my one and only member of the audience, though she often criticizes my shows. Well, she just says what she thinks. You don't know how to write, or this is getting ridiculous. I think it's because I use preprints in a way that she feels goes against what they're intended for. But even though she's my harshest critic, she's also been my biggest supporter in a lot of ways. I guess you could say she's like my agent. I'm very grateful to her. I've always dreamed of being a director, but I've never had the chance until I came here.
Ah sì?
So, what did you do before you came here?
Like I said, I dreamed. From a young age. Every time I came home after a show, I'd go over the story again and again in my mind. Growing up, my biggest aspiration was to be a director. Unfortunately, I couldn't offer much beyond my practical skills, so I ended up spending most of my time as a prop designer and doing a bit of set design on the side. Don't get me wrong, I do love building the set, but nothing satisfies me more than putting on my very own show.
No wonder you only wrote director on the sign.
Exactly. You're not doing a great job of convincing me that you're not a mind reader. By the way, could I ask you for your help with something? I'm having trouble finding the master script, and I'll need it shortly.
The one you only just finished writing? You lost it already?
Yeah. After I handed everyone their copies, I held on to my master copy while I was checking on everything around the theater.
Ok.
I must have dropped it somewhere.
Sicuramente, visto che qua c'è un planimodello, mi viene da pensare che dovremmo andarlo a cercare lì dentro, eh?
If it's not here, then it might be in the attic. These are the only two places I've been since I finished writing it. But, I still have some things to do to get the stage ready.
Ok.
No problem, we'll find it.
Allora forse ho giudicato male, il planimodello non c'entra niente in questo caso. Ok, in mansarda, questo vuol dire che dobbiamo salire? C'è una scala qua da qualche parte? A vedere così mi sembrerebbe di no, ragazzi, quindi proviamo a uscire e vediamo, perché l'indicatore effettivamente è qua di fianco, non è dentro il teatro. Infatti, questo è tutto tranne che una mansarda, però vediamo un po'. Ok, ci ha portati qui l'indicatore, però da qui è cambiato l'obiettivo e ci dice di raggiungere l'attico. Attico che è una settantina di metri qua su. Là c'è un gancio, quindi proviamo a usarlo. Vediamo se ci porterà a destinazione. Ok, direi di sì, ragazzi. Infatti, ecco qua l'indicatore. Perfetto, siamo arrivati quindi. Eccoci in mansarda.
Whoa! Look at all these books! Now, where's the master script?
Se dobbiamo leggerli tutti diventa complicato, ragazzi. C'è un eidolon però.
Sounds like a water droplet is on the second floor. Let's go have a look.
Ok, meno male che c'è questo gocciolotto che forse ci darà una mano. Allora, vediamo un pochino di salire. Ok. Eccolo là. Dimmi, tu sai per caso dov'è il copione originale?
Wow, this is a lot of scripts. Looks like the water droplet has been managing them for the director. Most of them look like works in progress.
Beh, però noi stiamo cercando esatto un copione completo, quindi non dovrebbe essere così difficile da individuare.
Then it should be the one that's finished. Okay, let's look for the thickest one and then check the ending. This is the only script that fits the bill. Plus it looks pretty new. This must be the master script. Let's go give it to Director Zosimos.
Ok. Sperando sia effettivamente quello giusto.
Zosimos, we got your script.
Ah, thank you. That's a huge help. I'm running out of time here. There's no way I'll be able to fix everything up perfectly. We may just have to wing it. Anyway, the stage is secondary. The performance is what really matters. Things can always go wrong on stage, but as long as the show goes on, it should be fine.
You don't sound very confident in what you're saying.
It's true. I realize now that a show is the art of the unknown. Even if you have the same actors performing on the same stage, the performance will be slightly different every time. Those subtle differences are what make each performance special.
Non ha tutti i torti.
Okay. One last request. Traveler, you can enter the preprints, yes?
Certo.
The truth is that my sets are composed entirely of preprints. First, I use materials to make the objects. Then I take those objects and turn them into the preprint. Now, of course, preprints are really meant for making objects to furnish the domain. So using objects to create preprints is, strictly speaking, the reverse of what this is intended for. But Idyia said that if this is what I really want to do, she's not going to stand in my way.
So that's what you meant earlier. Okay, well, what do you need us to do?
I'd like the Traveler to go into the preprint set and help move props around during the performance.
Ok, quindi faremo da macchinisti, o meglio da aiuto scenografi. Va bene, scopriremo letteralmente in retroscena dello spettacolo.
The reason is,
Sì, che tu vuoi assistere all'esibizione.
Oh, Paimon gets it now. If you're busy directing, moving the props, and operating all the mechanisms, you never get the chance to watch the show.
Yes, I know that I'm no master playwright, but still. Even if it really is a half-baked script, with shoddy writing and moments of sheer ridiculousness, I'd still like to see it for myself.
Hard to turn a guy down after a speech like that.
Ok, saremo più che felici di darti una mano allora.
Thank you. Genuinely, I'm so grateful. I'll go and inform the others. Then, as soon as you're ready,
Ops, scusate ragazzi, credevo avesse finito. Ok, a questo punto direi di proseguire subito. Possiamo già entrare nel planimodello, eh? Ok, facciamolo. Questo è Kaya?
Long, long ago, there was a great thief. he lived in a land where the light did not shine, where all suffered in the darkness.
People call me?
Sorry, Kaya. Directly into the microphone, please. Otherwise your voice'll, you know.
Okay. They call me the Dagger Bandit, but no one sees that I rob the rich and give to the poor. Here in the dark, evildoers run rampant in the shadows, while the good, honest folk stumble blindly on, just trying to find a way through.
Ok.
As the bandit brooded, suddenly the world was inexplicably changed as a single star appeared on the horizon and flew across the sky. Traveler, stomp on that movement mechanism in front of you.
Fatto. Ok, quindi lo devo fare solo quando lui mi dà il prompt.
A brief flash, yet enough to illuminate the world. If I can find the source of that light, I can shine it into the darkness, and the people will suffer in blindness no longer.
Ok, non capisco perché lui abbia quell'aspetto da pupazzone mentre io sono normale all'interno di questo planimodello. Ok, proseguiamo.
Without a moment to spare, he set off to follow the star's course. All the while, the star kept moving through the sky. Traveler?
Sì, lo
The
sto
star
cercando di
kept
fare.
moving through the sky.
E quindi? Ah, mamma mia. Ok, adesso ho capito, ragazzi. Interessante. Ah, no, qua devo lasciarlo proseguire ancora un po'. Ok.
Looks like I have to go through the desert. This could get dangerous.
If everything he'd heard was to be believed, the desert ahead was a no-man's land filled with horrors. Worse still, the star had landed in the most difficult-to-reach location, surrounded by sheer cliffs. But he was determined to press onward.
I've come this far, and I'm not about to turn back now.
Ok, possiamo proseguire, ragazzi.
The Dagger Bandit trekked deep into the desert wasteland. Yet when he finally arrived at his destination, he found not a fallen star, but a young girl, dressed in white.
How strange. I'm positive this is where the star landed. Young lady, do you know where the light has gone?
Idyia?
The girl replied,
Traveler from afar, the light you seek is only a bottled flame. But the flame has now died, and its light is long gone.
A bottled flame?
Yes, it was a gift from another.
And so, the girl began to tell the story of how the bottle came into her possession.
Ok.
The girl hailed from a kingdom that sat atop the waterfalls. But when the reigning dynasty fell and a new one seized power, she and her people fled for their lives. A thick fog began to fill the air as she made her way through the forest, and dense thickets tried to block her path. There is a mechanism down there that you can press to retract the thicket board below the stage.
Ok. Ecco qua. Stessa cosa qui, vero?
If I only had a lamp to guide me through this wretched forest, then I could survive.
With scratches covering her arms and legs, the girl pressed through the pain and made her way forward. The road ahead was arduous, but she was determined to press onward.
Vorrei che fosse un po' più veloce,
I've come this far, and I'm not about to turn back now.
Ok, risolta anche questa.
But just as she was drawing near her destination, a huge stretch of thorns and brambles suddenly came into view. Despair set in and began to weigh on her heart.
If only someone could help me, I would give anything in return.
The girl's heartfelt wish in her moment of desperation did not go unheard.
Wait! There's no mechanism for the final thicket!
Ugh, I must have forgotten to check those boards.
According to the story, those thickets should be gone from the stage now, right?
Yes, total oversight on my part. What a pain.
I can help! Traveler! Catch!
Klee? Che cosa farà Klee? Farà esplodere tutto. Ok, ottimo intervento Klee.
The girl's heartfelt wish did not go unheard, for a Jumpy Dumpty, who was passing by, helped to clear a path for her.
Oh, thank you, Jumpy Dumpty.
And so the girl continued her journey deeper into the forest. But what she found there was not a lamp, but a mage glowing with fire. So, just to clarify, it was supposed to be the mage who helped burn a path through the thicket.
Save it for the end, man!
The mage took pity on the girl and handed her a bottle. Then, the mage began to tell the story of how the bottle came into her possession.
Ok, quindi adesso saremo
The
con
fiery
Klee.
mage had an adventurous spirit and enjoyed taking long journeys. On one such journey, while taking rest in an oasis, she found a beautiful bottle by a crescent-shaped lake.
Klee, quick, get in the light.
Klee? Ah, eccola.
She was an extraordinary mage with the power to grant people their wishes. She turned the bottle into a thing of equally extraordinary power. But the only place that it could make wishes come true was inside of the bottle.
Oh me! Oh my! Look at this wonderful bottle of mine! It could make a fine toy! But better still, a sojourner's home!
The fiery mage blew into the bottle, allowing it to grant one single wish outside its glass walls.
Oh, am I supposed to blow into it? Whew. Wow, it lit up!
A flame was kindled within the bottle, and it began to glow a fiery red, just like the mage herself.
Oh, che effetti speciali, ragazzi.
After the mage finished telling her story, she disappeared, leaving only the bottle behind.
A magic bottle that can grant wishes. And I wish to leave this place and go somewhere where no one will ever find me again.
And then? The bottle seemed to softly inquire.
I don't know.
The flame in the bottle faded as the girl's single wish was granted, and she found herself in the middle of the desert, far away, where no one could ever find her.
Che sia la storia di Idyia, la vera storia di Idyia, ragazzi, quella che in realtà ci stanno raccontando.
When the dagger bandit listened to her story, he sighed in disappointment that the flame with the power to grant wishes outside of the bottle had already died.
But this doesn't make sense. If it truly granted my wish, then nobody should have been able to find me here.
Maybe they shouldn't. The desert is difficult and dangerous to navigate, but I was determined to make it, no matter what.
Then take this bottle with you for your trouble. It may be able to grant you your wish, though sadly, only within the confines of the bottle itself.
All I wish for is light.
honoring the bandit's request. The girl wished for light inside the bottle. And sure enough, it lit up. They found that while the light was only generated within, it could nonetheless shine through the glass and reach anywhere in the outside world.
Even though it doesn't burn as brilliantly as the light that shone before, this is still an extraordinary light. What will you do after I take the bottle?
I don't know.
Well, then maybe you should come back with me.
With no reason to refuse, the girl accompanied the dagger bandit back to the land where the light did not shine. They brought light to that place, and the darkness was dispersed, and they lived happily ever after.
Ok ragazzi, che la bottiglia sia effettivamente il dominio del miraggio di Velurian e che quindi le persone all'interno siano...
And we're done! Seems the show went pretty well.
Dicevo, e le persone al suo interno siano effettivamente qui per poter esaudire i loro desideri, che altrimenti all'esterno non sarebbero realizzabili? Interessante. Stiamo a vedere se effettivamente è così, però. Ecco che arriva Klee, con la sua nuova divisa da maghetta. Che carina che è.
Miss Honorary Knight!
Molto carina.
Didn't I do great? I felt like I really was the fiery mage! Wow, great costume, Klee! As soon as Paimon saw your shadow, she thought straight away, what a cute hat!
Eh sì, ti dona molto.
Klee loves it! Thanks, Mr. Zosimos! Oh, wait, no, I mean, Mr. Director.
Mr. Director? Ha! No one's ever called me that before. Thank you. My dear little mage, thank you so much. Oh, I'm so happy.
Miss Idyia said that she tailored it a little bit so it would fit me, but you were the one who designed and made it. You're amazing. Yeah, that's amazing. And it sounds like Idyia did a great job too.
It was nothing really. Just one of those, oh no, whatever shall I wear to the ball moments. Sewing comes in handy at times like that.
Sewing is an art in its own right. You're more talented than you give yourself credit for, Idyia.
Really? Oh, I'm just gonna go for a second. Please, chat amongst yourselves.
Si è emozionata.
She gets embarrassed so easily. She really can't handle being in the spotlight.
Idyia's a sensitive person and doesn't have a whole lot of self-confidence. I hope all the excitement hasn't brought her to tears. Oh, I'm a little worried.
Don't worry. I'll go make sure she's okay. I'll see you all later.
So, what did you all think of the play? Any thoughts?
Huh? Uh-oh. Time to get serious. Now, are you sure you want to hear what we really think?
Oh, absolutely. I had the courage to ask, didn't I? So, don't mince your words. Go ahead. Speak your mind. I
Va
can
bene.
take it.
Visto che ci tieni.
Okay, Paimon will go first. So, the dialogue at the beginning was pretty good, but it ran out of steam as the story went on. Paimon could tell that you ran out of inspiration somewhere along the way. The characters were honestly a little bit ridiculous. Paimon didn't get what you were trying to do. The moment anyone started to show any kind of substance, suddenly the scene was over.
Spietata è la nostra Paimon.
Yes, all very good points, Paimon. I would add that in its attempt to pay tribute to the series 1,000 Nights, all semblance of a coherent was sacrificed. Plus, I do have to penalize you for the issues with the props.
Miss Idyia, what are you doing back here?
Oh, you know, I return like the tide when people start discussing something important.
Giusto, era appena andata via.
Especially when it has to do with criticizing my show.
But there was one thing I liked about it. Just one, mind you. The story had a good ending. You think so? I thought I was letting him off lightly.
Idyia, could I borrow you for a moment?
Oh, sure. Excuse me for a moment. Back to you, Paimon. Keep up the good criticism.
Okay, in that case, Paimon did have one other complaint.
Non aveva ancora finito.
Let's hear it. Taking criticism on the chin is all part of being a director.
The ending was all wrong. The girl's motives were clear and simple the whole way through. It was kind of jarring when all she had to say was, I don't know. And doesn't anyone else find it weird how her whole community was on the run, but she was only looking out for herself the whole time?
Quindi anche il lieto fine non è poi così lieto.
I'm fine. I'm not going to improve without feedback. I also learned a lot this time with the chance to be off stage. To be honest, it was a dream come true.
What a great attitude. You don't seem upset at all by our comments.
I wouldn't say I'm completely unaffected, but you're only speaking the truth. They're all very valid points.
Still, now that Paimon thinks about it, you did finish the script in a bit of a rush. Maybe we were being a little too hard on you.
Beh, però sì, è stato ambizioso.
That's perfectly fine. Nothing is as important to me as my work on the stage. We all use our imaginations when we're kids, right? I used to play with dolls and my own cardboard cutouts by the light of an oil lamp. The shadows would come to life and dance on the walls. I never got tired of it. Fast forward to now, and in many ways, I'm still that same little kid, lying on his bed, making sound effects. And I get the same joy from running a show now as I did in my little bedroom theater. Of course, a director can accomplish nothing without a cast and crew. So on that note, I want you to all know that I am eternally grateful to each and every one of you.
Hey, don't mention it. We had a blast.
Okay, here, take this. Your component, as promised.
Ok, ecco il componente. Una lampada. Bene, questo era l'ultimo se non sbaglio.
It's the bottle from the show. The one that lit up when I blew into it.
That's right. Can you guess the secret behind why it lights up?
Oh, maybe there's an invisible fairy inside that opens its eyes when you blow into it.
Bingo! You guessed it.
Non è per niente vero, ma ok.
That should do the trick. Oh, wait, this needs tightening up a little. Hold on, this will only take a second.
Ah, e qui abbiamo il costume di Kaya, la sua nuova skin.
This outfit's more fashionable than I imagined.
Excuse me, everyone. Do you have a moment? Especially you, Zosimos. Idyia wants to do a little something for you.
A dream come true?
Yes. She said that as useless as she is, she wants to do something for you as the first person to have heard of your dream of being a director. Her words, not mine. I'd have to disagree, though. I have never thought of Idyia as a useless person.
How is this suddenly about me? If everybody is ready, then I'd like to invite tonight's male lead to take the stage. Ta-da!
Oh, eccolo qua. In tutta la sua bellezza piratesca.
Cool! Kaya's turned into the real Dagger Bandit!
How is me changing outfits supposed to make the director's day? It's just a prototype costume. Is he that easy to please?
Don't be silly. If I know our director, nothing will make him happier than to see his ideas brought to life by the right actor.
Well, then I'm happy to oblige. Who am I to argue with the star of the show?
Zosimos drew up countless designs and made a few prototypes before landing on this one. It just needed some tailoring to fit properly, so I made a few stitches here and there. I hope the result isn't a disappointment.
Oh, it's perfect. Idyia, I'm... Oh, I'm so touched. Thank you all. You've made me happier than I ever thought I could be.
Oh. Si è commosso il nostro Zosimos.
How are you doing? Recovered?
Oh, I'm good. Thank you again, Idyia.
Oh, please, don't mention it. Well, now that we have the final component, it's time to say goodbye for now. Let's head to the core of the Veluria Mirage and get this place fixed up.
Can I keep wearing my costume?
Please do, by all means. Both of you can keep your costumes. It seems only fair.
Yay! Kaya, keep wearing yours too. It looks amazing. I agree with our mage. I'm sure it's not every day you get to play such an unforgettable character.
Sure. I think I can be a bandit for a little longer.
Bye-bye, Mr. Director.
Take care, my dear friends.
Ok ragazzi, quindi possiamo tornare, immagino, al motore che fa funzionare il dominio per cercare di ripararlo a questo punto, dico bene? Ok, in realtà no. Oh, che è successo qua? Come mai siamo stati girati in questa direzione in maniera forzosa? Lo senti Alexis? Questo strano altoparlante sta trasmettendo un messaggio. Ah, qui sta succedendo qualcosa, eh? Ok. Però questo è il punto esclamativo di una quest secondaria, ragazzi. Io vorrei proseguire andando giù di là, invece. Vabbè, spostiamoci laggiù intanto. Sembra piuttosto lontano, in realtà, quindi forse mi conviene vedere se c'è un teletrasporto nelle vicinanze. Caspita, siamo praticamente all'inizio. Ah, dove avevamo incontrato la prima volta il sistema di controllo, forse. Allora, usiamo il teletrasporto che c'era proprio all'inizio della nostra avventura qua e raggiungiamo nuovamente questa postazione. Ok ragazzi, ci siamo quasi, siamo già in direzione del nostro obiettivo. Basta giusto che scendiamo qua giù e ci siamo. E qui abbiamo Yula e con lei che ci aspettano, ragazzi. Ok, non facciamole aspettare oltre.
Oh, Eula and Klee! You got back before us!
Yes. Idyia had the water droplet send us a message just as the show was coming to an end, so we came back here to wait for you.
How is Lessig doing?
He finished all the maintenance work, but it took a lot out of him. He's now fast asleep in his room.
Oh, I feel a little guilty.
Consider it his atonement. It's only fair that he had to do something constructive before being able to sleep soundly. Seriously, don't waste your concern on him.
If you say so. Okay, without further ado, let's go and fix the domain.
Isn't this where we first met Water Droplet?
Correct. The core of the Veluria Mirage is the largest streaming projector of all, and this domain is one gigantic preprint.
Ah, sì?
Whoa, so everything we've seen is created by this? That's incredible. So, to fix it, same process as usual, right? Do we need to use the preprint?
Exactly. Well done. You catch on quick.
It's hard to forget after doing it so many times now.
Let's get going. This is the final step.
Yay! Suddenly Paimon's really excited.
The hub consists of these components. All you need to do is place them onto the foundation in the right shape.
The right shape? But we've never seen what it looks like.
Oh, don't worry about it. Close enough will do. As long as it can spin, it'll be fine. Should be fine. I think.
Sometimes you have no standards whatsoever.
Ok, quello che si vede qua sembra essere un telaio per cucire, ragazzi. Non so se dobbiamo semplicemente riparare il telaio, ma visto che adesso è un po' che sto registrando nuovamente, io mi interrompo qui La prossima volta andremo a vedere gli eventi secondari di questo evento estivo e andremo a fare questa riparazione del macchinario principale. Così lo vediamo con calma e vediamo anche di approfondire gli aspetti secondari di tutta questa vicenda. Bene, detto questo, per questo video è davvero tutto, quindi vi saluto e vi do appuntamento al prossimo. Ciao ciao!